All right, guys, in this video, we're going to be getting into the playbook. You're going to see on my screen soon some X's and O's of what the Jets are going to be rolling out next year. How do I know? I peeked around. Can I find these plays? Can I find Michael Floor's bag on the interweb somewhere? And I couldn't, but I got the next best thing, and that is the complete 2019 San Francisco 49ers offensive play call manual. Every single play they ran in 2019, the personnel, why it was effective, why it wasn't. A great read. Link in the description below. Then I consulted my man JT O'Sullivan from the QB school, watched every video he had on quarterback Zach Wilson, and putting these two things together, looking at these play calls, seeing an offense through the quarterback's eyes, one name kept coming to my mind, and that is Tyler Conklin, tight end. So I watched 4 games from Conklin last year, one against each of his divisional opponents, and then I watched him against the Arizona Cardinals. And we're going to see how Tyler Conklin is going to be stealing some yards for the New York Jets in a little bit. Something I rarely ask you to do, and that is please like the video, because this is by far the most amount of prep and homework I've done for a video. I hope that you find some value in it, and let's get it going. All right, you see Zach, you see Conklin, you see the rest of the Jets offense, the circles, the purple squares, that's the defense. Why purple? Well, let's say it's the week 1 opponent, the Baltimore Ravens, but the Ravens are going to stay in this base look. This isn't opponent specific. We're focused on the Jets. Specifically, we're focused on Tyler Conklin. And yeah, we got this athletic stud in here. We want to see him lined up against linebackers, cooking him down the field. We want to see him maybe in the backfield, LaFleur, getting funky with the playbook. We'll do all of that. But I want to start with what Tyler Conklin does best. His single best attribute on the football field may not be what you think, but it is actually pass protection. Conklin was called upon to line up 98 snaps in pass pro last year, the most of any tight end, and he was also graded the highest out of any tight end with the qualifying number of snaps in pass pro last year. He's a great pass blocker. So here we have 11 personnel, and the play call is going to be a smash return concept, which maybe looks like this. We got Garrett Wilson over here. He's our Z. He is running this staggered out route. Okay, we got our slot guy. Maybe this is Elijah Moore running this little return concept here. And then we got Corey Davis with a post clear out to the right. And then maybe our back is picking up in pass pro if they go cover 0, or we got a swing check out to the right side. Now, it's max protection look because we got 6 guys on the line of scrimmage whose primary job is pass pro. One of them is Tyler Conklin. So we're going to let Tyler Conklin be matched up one-on-one against the edge, take care of him. And then it shifts the numbers game in our favor with the rest of the offensive line. So these 5 offensive linemen are going to be responsible for these 5 defenders in pass pro. All right, now it's not going to be the sexiest route concepts you're going to get out of this look, but it's going to ensure that your young quarterback has time to get through his reads, and it's a safe call, right? So maybe it's a 3rd down inside the opponent's 35. You want to make sure you stay in field goal range. A safe bet, the young quarterback, Tyler Conklin, helps here a lot. All right, we're going to take a look at a variation off of this play that Tyler Conklin ran a lot last year, and he's going to be stealing some yards doing this. That's next. All right, so now you may be wondering, well, if we're going to go max protection, why wouldn't we just bring in another offensive lineman? Why not Max Mitchell in here? Well, we want to stay flexible. We want to stay versatile. Here, we're in 12 personnel. We got another tight end over here on the right side, and let's say the play call is in Omaha route concept. So maybe that looks like this. We got Corey Davis, a little out and up as the X. Maybe this is new jet, CJ Uzama. He's got a little option route here. And then we got our guy Garrett Wilson, another out and up on the outside. And our back has a little chip and slip for check down assignment here. Now, after the defense has already seen this, right? They've seen this max protection look. So this defensive end is trying to get by Tyler to come get Zach. But this time, Conklin's going to hold this block, and then he's going to swing out for an easy screen. Zach to Conklin, boom, yak. And it's so simple, but the New England Patriots hung a freaking double nickel on the New York Jets running this. All right, let's take a look at how we can run a similar concept, but with Tyler Conklin on the other side of the line. That's next. Okay, now what we just took a look at this doesn't look too familiar because we didn't have any tight ends last year on the Jets, and we were comfortable with protecting the blind side of Zach Wilson. But this play call should look more familiar to you. Here we got a fullback in the game. We're in 21 personnel, and the play call is going to be a play action flood route concept. All right, so we're faking the handoff here. Little rollout. We got our X on a deep in route here. And then we're sending this fullback loose. This is a Kyle Juszczyk special. Maybe that's Jeremy Ruckert as a fullback. That's a topic for another video. And then we got Garrett Wilson going deep on a go route here. Now, Tyler Conklin. Same thing. But on the right side, he's going to be holding here, matched up with an edge, or depending how the front's aligned, maybe it's a linebacker who came down on a blitz. But either way, he's engaged with the defender, and he's going to hold so that Zach has time to go through these three reads if anyone's open. If not, he can slip, pass, Zach to Conk, boom, use that yak ability again. This is a play call we saw a lot last year. Ryan Griffin was asked to do this a ton. It didn't look great, and to be honest, there were some times where Zach left some yards on the field with some inaccurate throws. But man, what an upgrade having Tyler Conklin running that concept over Griffin and Croft last year. Okay, next we're going to take a look at how Tyler Conklin can be that proverbial security blanket, that safety valve for young quarterback Zach Wilson. We're going to take a look at a couple of personnel packages and play calls in which Tyler Conklin will be the emergency hot route for Zach. That's next. All right, here we're in 10 personnel. Tyler Conklin essentially playing a big slot receiver here with one running back. The play call is a bang dig with return concept. Here's what that looks like. All right, so we got our guy Corey Davis, again, one of these deep ends. Boom. We got Elijah Moore maybe in the slot running a little out route. Garrett Wilson, go deep, my guy. And then you're going to see in the play manual I referenced at the top of the video, you see a lot of this from the tight end. Boom. And then again, maybe your back is in pass pro or you got a check swing out here. So when in doubt, Zach, if you're unsure, if you're feeling pressure, if we got missed assignments on the O-line, guys are coming in the backfield, now your safety valve is right here. Boom. Or out to the back. Right? So you got two safety valves on the right side within the same frame of vision. Okay, last year, again, Zach Wilson, under pressure, under duress, didn't have that guy he trusted to just let it rip, throw it to a spot, not a player because you trust him to be there. You trust him to make the catch. Now we do, and that's Tyler Conklin. It's going to save us some sacks, people. It's really, really simple, but it's really, really important. And Conklin, he's not the primary target in this route. We're hoping to get some longer developing routes down the field, a big play, but if things break down, he's the safety valve. He's the break glass in case of emergency. But next, let's take a look at a play set in which Tyler Conklin will be the primary receiver in the route concept. That's next. Okay, here we have similar personnel. We got a stacked trio of wide receiving options on the left-hand side. One of them is Tyler Conklin. He's going to be the primary target. This is the stick and nod concept. This is a George Kittle special up the seam. Now, Conklin isn't George Kittle, obviously, but his skill set will warrant him to be the primary read on some situational downs. So here's Conk. He's got the stick nod up the seam. We got, maybe this is little Braxton Berrios special here, little sit-down route. And Garrett Wilson, up and out. Sending Garrett Wilson deep a lot. I love it. Let's get him back in the frame here. Boom. Now we got Corey Davis as our X. He's got a triple option route here. He can go one of three ways. And then we're going to say screw it. And we're going to go H-back motion out wide to empty. We're going to send Breece Hall. Maybe we get him on a safety or even better, a linebacker. And we're just going to send him deep. Okay, now if this doesn't get you excited as a Jets fan, man, what will? Look at the pressure we're putting on the defense here. A safety back here is going to have to make a decision. We got Wilson on this out and up, down the sideline. We got seam pressure up the middle. That's what the Jets have been lacking without a tight end. putting pressure up the seam, making safeties have to make some difficult decisions on where they go. Last year, they were just, I'm going to Elijah, I'm going to Corey Davis. Now, you got to respect Tyler Conklin up the middle. So this kind of becomes, your primary read can go one of two ways here. So if Zach likes this matchup with Breece Hall out here on, I don't know, maybe it's Kyle Hamilton. Kyle Hamilton's a good ball player, but I'll take Breece Hall's 4.4 speed over Kyle Hamilton's 4.7 speed any day of the week. So then if that becomes your primary read, then Corey Davis over here. Let's get a different color in here. So if Breece is your primary read here, then Corey Davis, he's going to become your hot on this side here. Okay, and then if we don't like this matchup over here, then the primary is going to become Conk, and then Braxton Berrios is going to become our hot, or our safety valve over here. And I mentioned JT O'Sullivan in the QB school at the top. And what he mentions a lot is that when your primary target is your tight end, it's a much easier read for a quarterback because it's a lot easier to read the field, reading it from, get a third color in here, reading it from middle out, then out to middle, right? So if we're looking here, if he's starting here with Conk as the primary route, he's reading this half the field first. So he's going to scan from middle out. He's going to check this seam. Does it look good? How's the leverage of the defensive back? Do I have a hole to put it in? Let it rip. Okay. Then maybe he's going to peek to the left side. Now he can see his hot route and his secondary route over here in the same frame. He's got Garrett Wilson on this up and out. If he's even, he's leaving. I'm throwing it to the back of the pylon if we're in the red zone here. Okay, and then finally he could check it down to Braxton Berrios. Right, so being that he has a hot route on either side of the field, you could basically make it just a half field read. Either way you want to go, right? Because if he had Hall as the primary target, he's just looking this way. He's got his primary and his hot on either side of the field. All right, then if we want to take the training wheels off after the bye week, maybe you can make it a full field read. But man, this is exciting. Tyler Conklin putting lots of strain on the defense. Okay, up next, we are going to just have some fun. And we're going to put Tyler Conklin in the backfield. That's next. Okay, now we got Tyler Conklin in the backfield in this hybrid, fullback, H-back role, whatever you want to call it. Something we called on Trevon Wesco to do a little bit, but just really didn't have the chops for the gig. Honestly, Tyler Conklin, I think he does. And Mike LaFleur, he's a madman. So we're going to see Tyler Conklin all over the field. And this is something we saw in the 49ers playbook a lot. And they like to throw to the fullback a lot. We're going to take a look at a Kyle Juszczyk special. And Tyler Conklin's every bit as talented a pass catcher as Juszczyk. So I like this. I like this a lot. Now, here we're in 20 personnel. The play call is going to be a two-man levels concept. Looks like this. Let's get back to our blue here for the route tree. All right, so we got Corey Davis in there, and it's levels, right? So then a deeper in out of the left side slot there. Other side. Same idea. And we got our back here. This is, let's say it's Michael Carter. Again, he's got either a pass pro assignment or a check swing out to the right side. And now Tyler Conklin's going to have an option route here. And this is going to be really, really tough to cover. Say if it's this linebacker, right? This guy right here. He's got to pick up Tyler Conklin in man, most likely. And Conk's going to have an option to come out here, peel out to the flat. Or what is really, really deadly, really hard to cover is this angle route. Boom. Right over the middle. And it's clear as day for Zach Wilson to see if he has this hole or he doesn't. Love it. This is a perfect play call for, this is your 3rd and 5, 3rd and 6. Easy money. Stealing yards. Okay, we're going to look at one more variation that Michael LaFleur could implement with Tyler Conklin in the backfield. That's coming up next. All right, here we see Conklin. Well, he's not lined up in the backfield, but he's going to be on the move as soon as the ball is snapped. We're in 21 personnel, and the call is going to be this counter arc run concept. Okay, so we got Breece Hall here. He's going to fake this way. He's going to get the handoff from Zach heading left. And Conklin's role in this play call is going to be run blocking. We're going to have a guard pulling, and also Conklin, he's going to be pulling to meet a linebacker in the hole here. That's something Jeremy Rucker did a lot at Ohio State. Maybe that's him in there. Man, the versatility of this tight end group. Okay, but then there's a variation we can run off of that, right? After a team has seen that, They see Tyler in motion. They see the handoff about to come. You fake it, and then you get a little pitch pass, a little shovel pass in one of these gaps here. Conklin, some yak ability up the middle. That's a really good play option. That's an Andy Reid special. I see a lot to Travis Kelce in the red zone, short yardage, 4th and 1, things like that. Whew, what a weapon. All right, guys, thanks so much for watching. If you did enjoy it, again, please hit the like button. Let me know down below. It does take a fair amount of prep, so I appreciate your feedback. If it'd be worth making another one, let me know which player you'd like to see next in the Stealing Yards series. Thank you so much for watching. Go Jets.